Hey guys, NBA Breakdown, and today I'm repping the Blake Griffin jersey for Oklahoma. Speaking of Oklahoma, TRAE Young. TRAE Young is a college sensation. He leads the NCAA in points and assists. But what you may not know is a side story that TRAE Young has about him being a bust. Let's get right to it. TRAE Young and Oklahoma have been bad. Oklahoma has lost its past 6 games and has gone 2-9 in its past 11 games. Yesterday, they got crushed by Kansas by 30 points, and they're not looking so good. So far, this year, they've only really beat 2 top-tier teams that are actually ranked, Kansas and Texas Tech. And TRAE Young's outing yesterday 2 days ago, was very bad. Put up 11 points. And when you talk about TRAE Young, many people compare him to Stephen Curry or even Jimmer Fredette, which we'll talk about later. Curry, in his final year and his most memorable year, he only had 1 game where he scored less than 15, and he scored 0, but he only shot 3 times, as TRAE shot 3 for 13. And Oklahoma, along with TRAE Young, has very bad defense, as Oklahoma's defensive rating is 272nd out of 351 NCAA teams, and that's all the NCAA teams, so it's all the bad teams, like the, Southern Conference, some random conferences you've never heard of. But to have a defense like that, and it's supposed to be possibly a number 5 or even better March Madness team, you can't have that. And going back to the past 6 games, TRAE Young has only averaged in those games 21.5 points per game, which isn't terrible, but he's also averaged a 32.75 field goal percentage, which is pretty bad, as his season average is much higher. As what I just said might not classify him as a bust, but many people look at a player's college career or use him as a draft for his final games, and if you lose 6 in a row and only have a couple more games left, it's not great. And the thing is with TRAE Young, he's small. He's only 6'2" and 180 pounds. And that can factor in to his career and how he will score, play defense, and all the qualities to become an NBA player. And now for my argument. The thing with TRAE Young is very prone to turnovers. He leads the NCAA in turnovers and is 66% or 2/3 of Oklahoma's turnovers. And in the past 10 years, there are only 4 players that have led the league in turnovers and have become NBA players. And those 4 are Michael Carter-Williams, Elfrid Payton, Chris Dunn, and John Wall. As you see, first off, Michael Carter-Williams. Michael Carter-Williams is a bust, as he had 2 solid years, but then quickly faded away as he left the Sixers, and just very disappointing. And if you look at Elfrid Payton and Chris Dunn's numbers, they are very similar, or extremely similar. They both average 13 points per game, 6 assists per game, and 4 rebounds per game. Although that doesn't show his where TRAE Young's numbers are going to be, it just gives an outlook of basically average numbers. And also John Wall, as he is has a lot of turnovers in his career, but he justifies that with his great D, which I wouldn't say TRAE Young actually has, but He has a slasher mentality, John Wall, and can pass the ball similar to TRAE Young. Although those two are similar in passing, they're not are very different in many ways. Also, one of the things that you probably don't know is that he leads college basketball in usage percentage. Usage percentage basically measures how much you use the ball and how it affects in the game. If you look at the players basically in the past 10 to 15 years, all the players that led the NCAA in usage percentage are all players in Division II colleges or no-name colleges that have done nothing in the NBA. And seeing that TRAE Young is a Division I player with a team that is in Big 12, probably one of the top conferences in Division I college basketball, that kind of shows something with him and how he might have a ball hog, not just like only shooting, but just having the ball all the time. And that is not good for the NBA, as NBA, it's more of a team game than in college, as it's just really it's more do what you want. And out of the players on Oklahoma that have scored at least 100 points, TRAE Young has the worst field goal percentages, and he has one of the worst defensive ratings on the team.
Wow.
After some mind-blowing numbers and facts about TRAE Young, I'll give you a set of numbers that will really show and change your perspectives on TRAE Young's career. Before I talk a little bit about Steph Curry and a tiny bit about Jimmer Fredette, and right now I'm going to piece them all together. As you can see, the numbers are pretty self-explanatory and I don't really need to say all of them, but as you see, they are extremely similar. Otherwise than TRAE Young's increase of assists. Just seeing that shows really what different paths TRAE can go on. As he can go on the route of a Jimmer Fredette, which mainly I'm gonna have a biased opinion here and say I think he's more likely to go there, or he can go on the Steph Curry route, which is still possible, and there is a chance of becoming an all-star, future Hall of Famer, and an overall great player. So many people have been thinking about how did TRAE Young and Oklahoma go from number 4 to all the way unranked. One of the things that many people and I think is the reason for this is the media and basically all the media sources attacking TRAE Young. After his amazing 40-point outings, 20 plus assists, he got more attention than anyone in college basketball and probably one of the most hyped attention in a while. And that really kind of shook Oklahoma and TRAE Young. Maybe give him, as seen in many really different scenarios, they got that upper confidence that led him to go down. The question is, will they shake it, or will it keep going down and their NCAA tournament dreams can be vanished? So how do you think I did? Comment below on you think TRAE Young's going to be a bust or he's actually going to be a good player in the future. Subscribe, like, have a good day.